Welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. Yes, folks, we certainly are. And welcome Catherine Weiss and Peggy Dancer to the show, and young Star the Kid. He is in the house. All righty. Peace, brother. And as you know, it's a historic day today. Yes, the 24th, 6/24/2022 is going to go down in history as being the day that the Supreme Court righted a wrong. And so that's one good thing. I hope and pray that nobody is experiencing any of the radical left's unending rage for anything and everything. This specifically for this, which they have promised, of course. Yeah. Boy, it's, it's okay for them to falsely accuse somebody else of insurrection, but it's quite all right for them to actually do it. According to them. Not according to me. Not according to me. Oh, you're trying to cover two shows at once. Okay. Well, we'll try to make it really easy on you. We're not going to do too much deep stuff here. Pretty deep. I mean, it's a historic day, don't you think? I think it's a fantastic day. And we had a Second Amendment decision as well. So in New York State, you don't have to ask permission to conceal carry. You can, because you have the right to bear arms. It does not end when you walk out of your house. So, yeah, I saw a video today, and you could find this, just search for it. It's really interesting. What's her name from Hawaii? Oh, I can't remember her name. Anyway, she's from Hawaii, and she's a senator. Was she? Either was or was a representative. I can't remember. Anyway, she was running for president. Dark hair. She kind of has a little bit of gray. Very cool gal. Great. I mean, she's a good Democrat, okay? But she was talking about how in Hawaii, they have a similar law where if you want to conceal carry, you have to apply for a permit and give probable cause. Well, she had someone that knew where she lived, knew where she worked, and was harassing her and proclaiming he was going to lop her noggin off and end her life. Numerous times he threatened this, and they refused to give her any right to carry something that would defend herself from this maniac madman who had already so that was just terrible. But she said that here's something too. When she entered the Capitol, when she was in the Capitol building, when she was elected to Congress, she had the Capitol Police, and they gave her protection. But like she said, you shouldn't have to be a senator or a representative to be able to defend yourself. Shouldn't have to. And so hopefully this will alleviate that worldwide, or at least nationwide. now that that has set a precedent. And so that, what a horrifying thing. How horrifying to have your life threatened and the law restricts you from uh, being able to defend yourself when you have the right to bear arms in the Constitution. So that's a really big one. Hello, Mud Rabbit. Welcome to the program. Yeah. So I think that Supreme Court decision knocking down that like 100-year-old law in New York, saying you don't have to beg some bureaucrat for the right to protect yourself in public. The right to keep and bear arms is to have them with you. So that's a great thing. So that's a wonderful thing. Hello, Paul. Welcome to the program, Paul. And what did Mud Rabbit say? Oh, hey, we weren't going to give him up anyway. That's right. Yeah, and you know what? There's like so many guns in America. There are like, the number is there's way more than there are people. But here's the thing. We don't know how many of those are owned by criminals. So if you take the guns away from all the law-abiding citizens, the ones that have them registered, guess what? Who's left with guns? Just the criminals. And that's the problem. And that's why, hopefully other countries will take a look at our system here and go, you know what? That's a pretty darn good system. That is a darn good system. Everyone's freaking out. Yes, we do outnumber them. Yes. Yes, they can do that all they want and won't do them any good. That's right. Their false illusionary narrative is crumbling before their eyes. And I think it's really quite interesting that all this is happening because of Trump's decisions. But Trump isn't there. So, I mean, it's just, can you imagine when Trump gets back in, which I predict will be 2 years plus a few days or a week or so into the Biden false administration, and then he'll be able to run 2024, I think. Just think after that term, his next few terms, if it will be that, how many things will change even after he's gone because of the things he's done and put in place and appointed. He appointed hundreds of federal judges too, hundreds of them, a couple hundred, 300, 400 or something like that. Can't remember. It's already happening in some cities, Mud. Is there violence happening? You know what's interesting? I was watching, here you go. Charles Bronson did okay. I was watching RSBN's coverage. It was actually a replay of their live coverage in front of the Supreme Court building. And they showed all these police show up, and some of them were on vehicles and some of them were on bicycles, and they were coming in there, and both sides were there. And the pro-life group had a speaker there that they were speaking through, and they were right next to the pro-abortion groups. And they were all week long had a microphone and a PA out there. But when the pro-life group set up their sound system, they were told they had to turn it off. And they said, wait a minute, how come they get to? And we don't? That's not fair. So they let them both do it. And then the police came and it was very peaceful. And then they were waiting around to see if the the decision was going to come through. And all of a sudden, the cops left. So they thought, well, I guess the decision isn't going to happen today. The police left. Well, after about 5 or 10 minutes after the police left, the decision came down. What does that tell you? Okay, when they knew it was coming down, they left. They should have stayed there. And Marjorie Taylor Greene came and she was talking to the reporter there from RSBN. And he told her what happened. And she said, they should be here. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go back up there and tell them they need to be out here. She said, they're putting their riot gear on. That's what they're doing. But they're also just letting things happen. If it does, nothing did happen there that I saw. I didn't watch all of it though. So let's all just pray for peace and meditate for peace. And maybe these lunatics, won't do what they're going to do. But I think these people are so triggered. They're like, Common Core must have been like triggering 2.0. How to trigger students. We'll call it Common Core. Common crap, I say. Yeah. Oh, did you hear Nancy Pelosi? You know what Nancy Pelosi looks like up there on the in front of the podium, behind the podium? Remember when Darth Vader was starting to lose his power and his helmet was coming off and he's like, that's what she looks like, and her earrings falling off and she's claiming some constitutional right to kill unborn children, and that just never was in the Constitution. So she's completely wrong. She should not be in the position she is. She does not even know the Constitution. It's 4 pages long. Might be too much for her to read, but she should. Okay? I think she should. And Colin, who calls into Red Pill all the time, has that cracking the eggshell of resistance. What did he call it? It's a thing where it's continued competency training. So if someone is elected, an elected official, every so often they have to take a test. Do you know the Constitution? Like a multiple question, multiple answer question or whatever, multiple choice. And make sure these people know what the heck they're promising to uphold, because they don't know. They certainly don't know what it is or what it's about or what it means, but yet they've sworn to protect it and to defend it. Well, how can they defend something they don't know? And like Colin says, over the road truck drivers, they have to pass a test every so often, right? Right. That's right. Well, let's do a little screenshot, shall we? That always makes things nice. Here's a good one. I think this is apropos for what's happening now. Don't you think? Oh yeah, there's Justice Thomas. Happy birthday, buddy. Look at this guy. Boom! He got a strike. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at those screaming pins. Would you just look at those? That's epic. That is epic. I love that one. That is what you call a good meme. Yes, Mud Rabbit. And I can hear the Darth Vader march theme in the background done to the out-of-tune flute. There you go. Oh, yeah. She does need to go. Uh-oh. Hollywood, Florida is primed for one of those demonstrations, and we haven't seen anything? Okay, good. Well, maybe they'll chicken out, because all these politicians on the left who have been saying things recently if something does happen, they are all insurrectionists. They fomented this. So they're probably begging these people not to do it. I don't know. We'll have to see how this all plays out. But going bowling is a good way to celebrate. Look at that. Knock them down. Yeah. Love it. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Of it. Yeah, baby. Oh, good. Not too many social justice warriors. Well, they're getting more of those coming across the border, although I don't think they can control those people as much as they think they can. Hello, Andre Little. Welcome to the program. Hello, Aaron. How are you, brother? Good, brother. How are you? Yeah. So everyone's saying hi to Andre. Oops. There you go. Oops. Am I getting all these? I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I missed one. All right. Well, let's get into another one of these, shall we? That one was a good one. We're batting 1,000 so far, baby. And hello to all the lurkers out there. We know you're there. I got this special little app. It's the Lurker Watch. I can see all of your names and everything. It's hello there. I'm not going to say your names because you're obviously lurking. But hello, how you doing? Here's a good one. You know, some people are even talking about coming water shortages. Here's one way to remedy the water shortages when we have all these liberal tears flowing. Why? You can just be comfy in your tub and all those liberal tears just keep filling it up. Look at that. Oh, why do I like this one? I like this one. It's so funny. Hello, Susan. How are you doing today? Good to see you here. Welcome to the program. Oh, and welcome, Cheryl. Just got off work and tuned in. Love your show, Aaron. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to the program. And see, our ambassadors of the chat are helping out there. Our awesome mods, Mud Rabbit, Kathy, and all the rest. And all the rest. I really like this one. Oh, the honkler. Getting all of his bathwater from the liberal tears. Oh, man. That's too good. Why can't I? Oh, whenever I see something like this, why didn't I think of that? That's pretty good. Pretty darn good. The meme lords are smiling down on us, friends. In a good way. In a good way. So let's see what else we have here for you. What else can we conjure up? Let's see. Here we go. Dems pause January 6 hearings to call for insurrection, which is what they did. Yeah. Oh, Pepe is such a lovable character. He's the best. Yeah, good old Babylonian Bee. Go check them out. They've been deplatformed, so subscribe to them and go to babylonbee.com. They got some good ones. Look at that. It's always good. Always good. Yes, we love Peppy. We sure do. And Peppy loves us. Right? That's right. So that was a good one. Okay. I think I know what the next one is going to be. I find it very sus that Colbert's producer and her team were found trespassing right at the time of January 6th committee was editing their videos. Yeah. Gee. That is pretty sus, isn't it? Well, everything they do is pretty sus because they're a bunch of criminals. Nancy Pelosi, she's a criminal. I mean, it's rumored that she had an affair with JFK. And in all her years in politics, that's still the only thing she might have ever done. Certainly nothing good. And yet she keeps getting reelected. Isn't that strange? It's almost like they control the elections. That, ooh. Well, donkeys are kind of like mules, aren't they? I think they are. So are rhinos are kind of like mules. So donkeys and rhinos and mules. Oh my. Donkeys and rhinos and mules. Oh my. Yes. Thank you. Alrighty then. Yes. Donkeys, rhinos, and mules. Oh my. Speak of the devil. Okay. Here it is. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to find this one so I can like read it or something like that. There it is. Okay. Weird. Democrats suddenly saying woman today as if everyone knows what it means. Isn't that interesting? U.S. Following the overturning of Roe versus Wade, Democrats nationwide have been accusing the Supreme Court of taking rights away from women. Isn't that strange? It's like they couldn't know, they didn't even know what that was a little while ago. You know? Isn't that interesting? It seems like they change things just to suit whatever they are trying to deceive you about. It's almost like that. It's actually exactly like that. Onlookers have confirmed this to be confusing, as it seems to suggest that Democrats do, in fact, know what a woman is. And here's what she said. Women today have less freedom than their mothers. Nancy Pelosi took the stand today to defend women's rights to make their own reproductive decisions. Onlookers found themselves befuddled by the rhetoric about the woman's right to choose, since Nancy Pelosi should have no way of knowing what a woman is, since she's not a biologist, of course. She's not anything. Yeah. Trans activists have come out in opposition of this timely recollection of what woman is, decrying Pelosi's exclusionary and transphobic language. One activist, Jesse Wolfshine, explained that inclusion of trans people starts with the erasure of women. Yeah. You see, with these people, you give them an inch and they'll take a mile. That's why we can't give them an inch. We have to take back what, you know what I think we should do? I think we should take back the rainbow from these people. They did nothing to deserve it. They can't just take something like that from society and call it their own. I don't know. That bothers me. I think we should take back the colors. That's why I like the Honkler, Peppy the Honkler. He has the rainbow wig on. That's That's a start. We're taking it back. We're taking it back, baby. Look at her. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Remember when she got her hair cut when no one else could go and get their hair cut? Well, I kept getting my hair cut. I have a Flowbee, so there. I cut my own hair with my Flowbee. But she had to go and do something that, she wouldn't let her people do. That's right, Cheryl. That is right. Yep. Yeah. That's right, baby. Well, Nancy. Nasty Nancy. Isn't that what he called her? No, nervous Nancy. You're nervous because she's breaking laws right and left. We're gonna dial it back a little bit and revel in something else that we were reveling in a short while ago. Pull your foot out of the pedal strap, idiot. Another botched pullout leads to another disaster, just like with Afghanistan and Hunter. Well, not so funny about Afghanistan, but the Hunter, yes. Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Isn't giving your enemy comfort and aid treason? Isn't that sedition or treason? Isn't it treason? So by Biden leaving $83 billion worth of our very best equipment in the hands of our enemies, I think that she should have been impeached right away. Um, it looks like we got a new chatter. Mad Pogue. His father couldn't pull out either, evidently. Yeah, that's right. Yep. He's not very good at pulling out, is he? Nope. Just can't do it. He's a feeble old man. Shouldn't be doing, shouldn't be where he is, that's for sure. He shouldn't have those on his pedals. No, he shouldn't. Of course, they want to make him look, oh, he's so with it. He's got this like preppy bike with a little cage around your toe. I don't know. I never had too much of a problem keeping my foot on the pedals. I don't know why you'd need that. Of course, he has a lot of things that other people don't need. I can barely shuffle. Someone just had to know he couldn't move quick enough. Yeah. He's a real nowhere man sitting in his nowhere land. Yeah. Making all his nowhere plans for nobody in the empty circles. You know what, friends? When you're feeling a little down, think about this. There's something that might cheer you up, that will cheer you up. It cheered me up today. So here you go. Oops. Some stranger somewhere remembers you because you were kind to them. See, that's why you always should be nice to people, because the simplest nice gestures can be remembered for a lifetime and even cause that person to be nice to other people. It's contagious. So, what else is contagious? Why, being here at the Truth Quest and sharing it out to your friends is contagious. Why? Because we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious, and the paranormal is the new normal. Hey, I haven't seen Operation Shutdown. I hope he's okay. Hope I didn't miss him. But yeah, just remember, people remember you. They remember the nice things you did and said. Okay? Oh, Cheryl, I'm enjoying it. Oh, you're watching What's Going On? I'm enjoying it. Can't stand their voices, but love watching them screw up. Latest faux pas is the unblinkable Maxine. Oh, really? There's someone who called for violence and nothing happened to her. Nothing happened to her. And didn't she do a lot of shady campaign stuff too with her daughter or something like that? Oh, here's a nice one from Peggy Dancer. Follow Popple's advice at Aaron. Always be kind and treat others as you want to be treated. That's right. Yes. Very good. Yeah, Popple rocks. Popple does rock. Yeah. And if you're curious about the Popple books, maybe you don't have a set, go to my, it's in the show notes or in the content below this video. My children's YouTube page, it's called 3 AM Studios. And that's where I read both the Popple books. And I illustrated the books, and the books are written or they're penned by Judith C. Johnson of Green Bay. And the books were endorsed by the awesome Jeff Foxworthy. Yes, the redneck comedian himself. He endorsed the books, and he was such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. And so he promised to let his kids look at the books, and they loved it. So he did endorse the books. So wow, yeah. In fact, right here is the sticker, the Jeff Foxworthy sticker on the book. So he did that. Yeah. Popple. And soon, Awesome Possum will be helping kids learn how, just by being nice, that's what makes them awesome. It's not all the tricks they can do. It's not the fact they can jump their skateboard or do all the tricks. It's how nice they are that makes their friends like them. Not all the cool things they can do. It's mostly how nice they are. And that that follows you. I mean, one example of a nice person is Elvis Presley. He was notoriously late for everything. And the reason he was late was because whenever a fan would ask for an autograph, he would say okay. And he would sit and sign autographs till everyone had an autograph. And he was late all the time. But his way of thinking was, you know what? Without the fans, he wouldn't be where he is. He owes everything to the fans. So he was going to stay there and do that. And I tell you, I've met so many people who've met Elvis, who had interactions with him, that just tell the most beautiful stories. Never a bad story, ever. I've never heard a bad story about Elvis, ever. Oh, you met Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh, you meant. I thought you said met. There you go. And Combat Carl's in the house. All my favorite Patriots. My keyboard finally came in, and I'm happy to be able to say hello to everyone. Oh, that was the problem? No keyboard? Wow. Well, I'm glad that you got it. Awesome. I noticed your wife is on vacation visiting her mother. Is that where she is? Yep. Okay. Looks like she's having fun. Really? Maxine Waters. Wow. Frozen Waters, maybe. Interesting, Mud Rabbit. Yeah. This looks like a statue. They're probably just cardboard cutouts. I tell you, if they just replaced every one of those um, radical lefties with a cardboard cutout, they'd be capable of much more intelligent conversation. That's for sure. Yeah, I could get behind that. Yes, sir. Helping out mom and dad moving to a new home. Oh, wow. A new home. How exciting. How exciting. Oh, she looked scared. Oh, good. I'm glad she looked scared. I'm glad. Well, yeah. Alrighty then. Okie dokie, Pinocchio. Time to share our screen again. You know, one thing I've noticed is there's um, a lot of new coins being minted, and so it's interesting. Some of the new coins that are coming out. I ran across this today. It looks kind of interesting. What do you think about this one? Oh, it's got Sleepy Joe on it. 0 cents, 2022, Joe Biden. Ah, yeah. It looks legit. Too legit to quit. What do you think? Okay. Paul asks Aaron, did you read that book written by Stephen Ubani on who killed Elvis? No, I didn't. But there's a lot of speculation that he was killed or faked his death or both. Schrodinger's Elvis. He's alive and he's alive and dead at the same time. Talk about a bad penny turning up. That's right. Look how creepy his eye is, even in that sculpture. That's probably not a real sculpture, though. Yeah, I think you're right, Combat Carl. I think, things are starting to really go the way of the Patriots now. There are some lingering things that need to be cleared up, like all the people being falsely held in the gulags in D.C. from the J6 thing. They need to be all let go, which I think will happen soon. Hope, hope for their sake. Combat Carl, yes, this is what Mud Rabbit says. And the crack widens mid-July. It's going to be fun. Yes. Okay. One time they had a psychic try to contact Elvis, and the psychic said he couldn't He couldn't comment. I wonder if he really was alive at the time. Could be. If you look at Dr. Hinton's story, which, we kind of covered here a little bit, look him up. Dr. Hinton Elvis. Just look that up on YouTube. Watch all the local news articles about it. It's quite fascinating. Quite fascinating. And, basically, Dr. Hinton had to prove in court of law that he was indeed treating Elvis in the late 90s, early 2000s. And he did. He proved it in court with a DNA sample, a photograph, and an eight-page handwritten letter. So, yeah, I think for me, there's at least a 50% chance that that's a true story. Okay? That's my opinion. But has he died since then? I don't know. According to that legend or that story, when he does really die, then all the people who he's been staying with over the years, 7 or 8 different families, they're going to come forward and with all the stories and the photos and everything. Yeah. I love it how all this is happening because of Trump's appointments and what Trump did and the decisions he made and how he stuck with everything. And he's not even there right now. And this is all happening. I mean, this actually is kind of the best case scenario for making it not look like, he's dictating, even though they dictate. They, it's so weird, the different rules for each side, which seems to be. Well, Elvis was in the FBI for many years, so him being a witness in witness protection all these years is possible. Yes. Yeah. It's like a cleansing. Yeah. There you go. That's right. That's right. Well, um, I'm so happy with what happened today. It was very emotional when this decision came down today and Roe v. Wade was overturned. Fantastic. I just can't believe it. Didn't think it would ever happen in my lifetime, especially with all the weird things happening. You know, just when you thought things couldn't get any weirder with this whole trans thing, then this comes up. If it wasn't weird enough already. Although I was born visible, I now identify as invisible. I am transparent. My pronouns are who, where. Yes. I really like this one. This is a pretty darn good one. Although, oh, my logo is in the way. Okay, that means I have to do something here. Oh yeah, I have to do something. And this is what I have to do. Will that do it? Almost. 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 Let's get it. Let's kick it out. How does that look? Did that work? There we go. Now you can grab a screenshot of that. Grab a screenshot because I hear this meme is disappearing quickly. There you go. How do you like them apples? Thank you, Peggy Dancer. Very good meme. Yes. Laugh my butt off. I like that. Well, I hope they can reattach your butt because I hate that when you laugh your butt off and you have to reattach it. right? It's always a pain in the butt. Ba-doom-pa. It's been known to happen. You think? You're the only one in the family that likes them. David Parsons? Is David Parsons here? Did I miss somebody? Oh, yeah, there he is. Welcome, David. Welcome to the program. I try to catch everybody, but sometimes I don't, and I apologize. Roller coasters. Oh, roller coaster. Remember Love Roller Coaster? That song that came out in the 70s, and there was a big controversy about it because there was a scream, and everyone said when that woman screamed, she was being murdered. And it was like a big rumor. But you know what? With what we're finding out nowadays, I wouldn't be surprised if it was true. I don't know if it is or not, but yeah. I identify as invisible. I'm transparent. Uh, mm, I laughed my butt off once and found someone's boot. Okay. All right. Well, what do we got now? Let's see what else we have here. What else do we have for you? Do you ever wonder what a sunset or a sunrise looks like from space, from the space station? And they think they see like a number of these per day. Like every 90 minutes, they see another one. Um, so this is what it looks like at first. Just the atmosphere is kind of lit up, right? Kind of pretty. All right. And then hey, free range brain. Good to see you. Good to see you, free range brain. Uh, excuse me. I had to show this one. Mad Poke says my pronoun is that lazy good for nothing slob. I got several pronouns. That's funny. Okay, let me get back to this. Oh, mud rabbit. My pronoun is nana nana nana. Okay. Welcome, free range brain. Welcome to the program. I like your logo there. That's pretty cool. You got the brain with the little eyeballs on it. Too cool for school. Yeah, that's what I say. Too cool for school. Okay. So after that, after you see the atmosphere light up like that, then when the sun starts to glint through a little bit, it looks like this. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So there's that. Now it gets brighter than that, obviously, but it's going basically partly through the atmosphere there. Get a little red tinge from this standpoint. Okay, and then after that, I wish there was a quicker way of doing this. Then you start to see a little bit more of it. And you can see this, there's live streams all the time of the Earth from space from the ISS. A number of different channels run these continuously live streams, so you can go check them out. It takes quite a while to watch one of these sunrises, though. So that's why I'm doing it in just sections. But I think that's kind of interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seems to be the natural shape for lots of things. 6-sided seems to be a very prevalent shape in nature. Flowers, the sun, lots of things, or at least the way it reflects. Okay, and now the pasty resistance. The pasty resistance. I know that's not really the way you say it, but I think that's the funnier way to say it. The pasty resistance. Resistance. The pasty resistance. Okay? We're changing it up, folks. We're not doing it the old dull way. We're having a little fun with it. You know what I mean? Look at that. And it's really super bright. And again, look at this shape right here. It's a 6-sided shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexagon. That's a hexagon. Hey, and Truth Quest merchandise can be found here at my storefront.com, Truth Quest. Get a free Invisimask with every purchase. Yes, teleported to your face. You won't even feel it get on you. There you go. You got another one now. Oh, you like that one, Mud Rabbit? Yeah, that's pretty wild. Pretty wild. You know what? I didn't really even check these photos for any anomalies. So let's just, for the heck of it, once it's up there, let's go and crank up the brightness. Nope, I don't see anything. Oh, look, you can see the arm, the robotic arm right here. Interesting, huh? Look at that. What if we do this? Yeah, look at that. You can see some of the mechanics there. Oh, how interesting. Interdasting. There you go. Whoa. When we flip it back to the original, look at that. Well, how do you like that? Interdasting. Thank you. Oh, that hexagon is a lens flare. The lens has a 6-leaf iris aperture. Okay, that's a good explanation for it. Thank you, Mad Poke. See, we learned something today thanks to our buddy Mad Poke. Looks like a man with a gun. Could be. No, it's actually I have another picture of this more of a daylight in the daylight time. But isn't this kind of odd? I mean, there's the sun right there, right? And there's the space station. So why isn't it lighting the space station up a little more, right? Isn't that odd? Isn't that odd? Interesting. All right. All righty then. Well, yeah, and you can see these pictures, like I said, on these live streams. Let me see. Do I have the live stream going? I don't think I do. Oh yeah. No, that's just a pic, just a PNG. PNG. Did I see all 5 planets lined up? No, but I saw that they were going to be. Yes, that is a very awesome thing. Yes, I kind of forgot about that till now, so thanks for reminding me. Um, okay. Truth Quest there, Moriarty, when you lighten it up on the right next to the space station, it looks like a masked man holding a gun. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, Dark Brain. You're not late. You're just on time, buddy. You can come anytime you want. That's right. Plus, I don't have a set time, so it's hit and miss. It's a holdup. Yeah. Let me see if I can find that other picture that shows it more clearly in daylight from that same angle. Because lately in these ISS footages, they're not showing as much of space. It's just the Earth below it. It's just the Earth below it, usually. For most of the time, I have to really hunt to try to find. You see, here's the arm that it was showing up. And this was what was glinting, this part here. But there's one. I didn't check this one for anomalies either. Let me check this one. I don't know if we're going to find anything here, but we can always try, right? We always can try. Aha. So here we go. Well, let's do it. To it. Nope. Nothing. Where's all the star links? Where are they? Of course, they're so small, they're like a toaster. Can't see them. Like a little toaster floating in the air. A little solar panel on it. They're real cheap to replace, too, I guess. They just got to toss them up there. I guess there's nothing there, folks. So that's too bad. Uh-oh. Are we freezing up? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Well, I hope. Oh, here we go. Stop screen. Hey, it's Mr. Pena Perspective. Welcome to the program, Mr. Pena. Where's my mouse? I'm freezing up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, some social justice warrior must be interfering with our transmission here. There it is. Hello, Mr. Pena. I think we were locked up there for a minute. All right. The whole crew's here now. Alrighty then. So today, friends, not only did we get historic news from SCOTUS. Oh, no issues on your side? Oh, good. Yeah, it must be my confuser. It does that. It certainly does that. Um, so here, I want to show you something, folks. And I also want to share this link into the chat there. This is actually, it's just a search. I guess you could do this yourself, but I'll put the link in there anyway. My buddy and your buddy, everyone's friend, Mike the fireman, He's a really big fan of this guy, Chuck Missler. And he has this program called Learn the Bible in 24 Hours. And he's been after me to listen to it. I've listened to the first hour and part of the second hour. He says in the first 3 hours, you learn some amazing things about the world in a very unique way. So I encourage you all to check this guy out. And yeah, Chuck Missler. Mike swears by this guy. He learned a lot from listening to this guy, not only about the Bible, but about the world, because he has a scientific viewpoint of things. So it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. So take a look at that. Chuck Missler. And there's 24 of these. You can just go through them, watch one at a time, watch two at a time if you're really good at listening. You know what? Sometimes I do listen to two shows at the same time. I have done that. And actually, I was getting something from both of the transmissions. I was able to listen to two. I can't believe I was able to do that. I must have grown a couple of new brain cells or something. I don't think I would have been able to do that before. So something's happening, folks. Oh, Peggy Dancer, I've heard of and listened to Chuck Missler. Oh, awesome. And Combat Carl, Chuck is great. Pena Perspective says Chuck is awesome. Well, I'm not bringing anything new to you guys. You already know all this. Wow. Interesting. Yeah. Well, there you go, Mike. The audience here, most of them have already heard of this guy. I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that. But maybe it'd be a good time to share it with your friends too. Maybe if they're a little reluctant on that type of thing. Might be a good way to crack the eggshell. Send them one of these videos. There you go. There you go. Preaching to the choir. Yeah, I guess I was the only one that hadn't heard of him. Well, I can't be the only one. I'm sure there are some people. And we have a lot of lurkers too. Welcome, lurkers. I see you. I have this new app, this lurker app. It shows me here all of the lurkers, and I can see all of you. It's like, oh my goodness, I don't want to look at that. Oh, maybe a little bit too much information. So be careful of these information apps, people. Sometimes you get more than you bargained for. There you go. Yeah. So that's that. Oh, good. I'm so glad that. Yes, I heard that, Peggy Dancer. At Aaron, he's passed on now, but his preaching and teaching are treasures. Yes. Yes. I agree. I agree. Oh, and while I was looking at all this ISS footage, getting ready for the show today, I came across this picture. Now it's just looking down on the Earth, okay? So there's no space in this picture, but I thought it was kind of interesting. Look at that. It almost looks like a Q, doesn't it? Look at that. Isn't that cool? I thought that was pretty darn cool. I guess that's in the Indian Ocean. Right here, I think. I think that's where it is. But yeah, I think that's kind of cool. You know, if you came by Earth in a spaceship and saw this, you wouldn't necessarily think that there was life, would you? You know? Think about that. We need to make a bigger mark. We need to make some gigantic sculptures all over this planet. Maybe not. Maybe we want to stay incognito. I don't know. A little torn there. A little torn. Low, dark brain. Combat Carl's telling Dark Brain large troop movements have been seen on northern highways heading east. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope they're peacekeeping forces and not being going to be aiding the rioters. It is a giant Q. Yeah, it looks like a Q, doesn't it? Q the storm. Q, baby. The number that will always be 17. It's a good age. 17. Yeah. Well, you know, now that I'm 60, I like to say that I'm 16. There you go. 16. Hey, 16 again. Well, I have acne like a 16-year-old. Why not? I think my body thinks I'm a 16-year-old again. Q on True Social? Yeah, Q. Well, I guess there is someone claiming to be Q on True Social. I'm not sure if it actually is. But there you go. Okay. So today, friends, I was on the intranet, looking around. And I found some pictures of some nebulas. Now, nebulas are these, gas clouds uh, in space that are beautiful. They're different colors, um, like star incubators where stars are born and things like this, where all this stuff is collecting. And I took those images and did what I usually do, which is make them into these mirror images. So we're going to play What Can You See? What can you see? What can you see? And I think that's from this one. But I have to find the one mirror. So we can get this a little squared up and looking a little bit more tailored to the screen here. If my confuser would only help out. Oh, I can get rid of this now. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got Mirror Nebula 1. There it is. Oops. There it is. Okay. Okay, first we're gonna get rid of those thingies there. There we go. That's a little better. Now we're gonna sharpen this thing up a bit. What do you think about that? Do you see anything in this image, folks? You can cruise in on it a little bit. Uh-oh, we're getting a little pixelated now. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Oh, it looks like some sort of like a robot head there. And this whole, like, here's his head, torso, arm, other arm, leg, other leg. I don't know what this thing here is. Some kind of worm or something. So let's see what everyone's saying. Do aliens have gloves? Upside down face. Hello, Jammer. Jammer Greg. Welcome to the program. There's Jammer Greg. All right. So let's see. Apparently there's a new Q post. On True Social. Let's see. Q. I'm following Q, so let's see. Go over there. I don't see it. Did you see Biden's little cheat sheet? Tells him, you have to go in the room, sit down in the chair, then you have to say, oh man, he's like a little kid. Well, they should give him training wheels since he's a little kid. I'm not seeing any Q posts in here. Or is it on the boards? Is it on the board? I would imagine Q posts are going to start again because you got True Social to disseminate. It's at Q. Okay. At Q. Let me check. Yeah, that's what I'm checking. I'm checking at Q. At Q. Oh, is it this one? P P P P P P P Q P P P P P. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 P's. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 P's. So 14 P's, a Q, and 14 more P's. Is that it? And some dots and dashes. Or is that just his header? I don't know. You tell me. Let's see. Greetings from Knoxville. There he is. We're going to put the link in if you want to call in. Oh, the post says, shall we play a game once more? Oh, yes, we shall. Isn't it amazing that when Trump isn't even in office, all this Trump stuff is happening? Amazing. Okay, that's oh, it's on AQ, 8Q, really, 8Kun? Awesome. Well, there's some sauce there, huh? That's incredible. Oh, you sent them in a private message. Private message. Okay, thank you. It's let me check. We're looking for it. Aha, there we are. Is that it? Q just returned 1,700 days after the first post. On the day we reversed Roe versus Wade. Okay, I'm going to put that up there. Awesome. That's going to go up on the screen. If it does that for me there. My computer's going very slow, folks. I might have to switch to my abacus. My abacus is a little faster than this. So is this going to behave now? Do what I tell it to do? Tell ya, folks. It's always something, isn't it? Well, that's incredible. A new Q post. How incredible. I'm loving it. I had a feeling, I sort of had a feeling, because now that Truth Social is up, there's a way to disseminate the info. Maybe the blackout's coming soon too, huh? You think? Yeah. I'm getting all kinds of messages here. I can't get any more Google updates until I get a new computer, a new operating system. And I don't think you can get a new operating system for an old computer. They'll just make you get a new computer, I think. So, it's such a drag. Everything's going so slow. I'm sorry, folks. Okay, I think I got, it's very confusing. All right, that's going on there too. Okay, I think there's one more thing I have to get from you, Miguel. Thank you for sending that. There it is. Shall we play a game? All right, now I got to open those babies. It's all these steps, folks. Oh, yeah. Now I got to go away from the mirror and over to desktop. Desktop. What a glorious day. It's cheers, folks. This is a beautiful, wonderful day. We get Roe v. Wade overturned and Q comes back. Wow. Not only that, but I mean, so many things. I mean, the other day we had the Second Amendment in New York State decision. And we also had recently very small admissions from the government about UFOs. I mean, all this stuff. Think about all this stuff that's happening. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, we're getting this up now. Going as fast as I can, folks. Thank you all for being here. You guys rock. You know, even though we knew this was coming, it's no less glorious. No less glorious. And one more. Okay, here we go. Now we can do it, baby. We can do it. Now we're cooking with Crisco, baby. Let me get this up here. I see you there, Carl. I'll be with you in a second. I just have to get this going here. We need to get these posts up. I think this was the first one. First of 3 that Mr. Pena sent. Let me see. Oh, we have to get rid of that message so we can see the post. Q just returned 1,700 days after the first post. Wow. On the day we reversed Roe v. Wade. from and including Saturday, October 28th, 2017, but not including Friday, June 24th, 2022. Okay, interesting. I like it. I like it. Okay, and the next one, I'll be with you in just a second. Share screen. And here, I think this is the Q posts. Let's see. Oh, I have to get the other one and look at it bigger. I can't read that. Okay, June 24th, 2022. This is glorious, folks. December 8th, 2020 was the last time Q posted. So Q, ID number 00000000. Wow, 4955. Throw us a bone, Q. We've all been waiting for what seemed like an eternity. What's going on? It had to be done this way, Q. Shall we play a game once more? Q. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is awesome, baby. This rocks. And then one more, and I'll bring you on, buddy. Just hang on, hang tight. We'll get to you. I just got to bring this one last post up. Is this it? Oh, here it is. This is it. Check this out. June 24th, 2022, 9:26 p.m. Shall we play a game once more? Q. Oh, yes. I love it. I love it. Okay, we're bringing him in now. Mr. Carl. Mr. Combat Carl. Combat Carl 8. Oh, there he is.
Hi, guys.
Hey, buddy. Hey. Sorry to leave you hanging so long there.
Oh, no worries, brother. It's just Combat Carl. The 8 is just a happy infinity symbol, and I think I'd made 2 accounts, so I just kind of kept it.
All right. That's cool. So what do you think about this day? What's your take on this day?
Today has been a positively emotional day. Just feeling everybody's energy on the net has been insane. And really the cries from the left are so weak and so pathetic compared to the cheers of joy and cheers of love across the nation. It's just sad and pathetic on their side.
It is. I mean, you're either these days you're either a patriot or you're a hatriot, and I'd rather be a patriot than a hatriot.
A hatriot. That's funny.
Yes, that's what they are.
Yeah, but I really like how the Supreme Court, fixed the Second Amendment nationwide.
Yes.
So first, and then Roe versus Wade. So the patriots that are out can actually defend themselves from the mobs that are going to be joining up this weekend, and of course the National Guard and the Marines have been. Well, the National Guard has been seen moving equipment and across the nation. The Marines, you won't see them move across the nation. They're already where they're supposed to be. They'll just appear over, in the dark. It's the way we operate.
Yes. And, thanks to information brought to us by Andrew DiBasciago, he was on a Navy ship with, I think, Bob Beckwith or one of those people. I can't remember the name. But he said, you see this lever right here? They were on this Navy ship, like a state-of-the-art Navy ship. If I push this lever forward, we will teleport to anywhere we want to go on any ocean. And he said, we also have these on some of our airplanes in the Air Force and Navy. And I guess during Kosovo, when they were doing those bombings, they would take off in America, teleport there, drop the bombs, turn around, teleport back, and have dinner with their family. So,
Well, that sounds fascinating.
so yeah, they don't have to travel their normal way. They can teleport with some
Well,
of
we
these.
have, well, the amazing thing, about, you know, the teleporting thing is at the end of World War II, Vietnam War, we had a lot of planes downed due to running out of fuel. We haven't had a plane crash or get down because of lack of fuel in a long time. And of course, you could be because we have more air fuelers up there, but you never know. Could be the teleportation.
Mhm.
Well, I would say it's portals, not teleportation, but portals. Um, we said portals. I've had experience with teleportation, not so much.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that's according to Andrew Bashago. So that's kind of what they were dealing with, and apparently now they've got it in some of the vehicles. Of course, not everyone's going to know about that. So I think they keep it very close to the chest. But Dark Brain says, Aaron, Q 4956. That's two after this one. Are you ready to serve your country again? Remember your oath, Q. Yes, I took the oath. I think we all did. How
Many
could you not?
times.
How could you not? Right?
Well, if you never served in the military or federal government, then you've never been asked to.
Yeah, I never have. I never have. I've never been asked to. I've never even thought that I would. Um, of course, I'm doing lots of things I never thought I would. So, that's another thing I want to talk about is a lot of people are kind of worried, obsessed, or trying to figure out what their mission is on this planet. And but if these people who are trying to figure out what their mission is, they're actually already doing their mission, but they just aren't able to take a step back to see the bigger picture. So,
That's, one thing most people don't realize is every day that somebody comes into your world perspective, whether it's online, like me talking to you tonight, going to the grocery store, you have chance encounters, you influence anything and everything that you come in contact with. Your mission isn't to save the world or sacrifice yourself for a greater cause. Your purpose in this world is to share your energy, your influence with those around you. Primarily, we all have secondary missions. We're all destined to do great things. In this time, we're working on that. We're working up to that point. There will be a time, and look at the cosmos right now. We just had, what was it, 7 planets make an alignment. The Schumann resonance of the Earth is off the scale, for 3 or 4 days in a row. Um, emotions are so easily felt. You know, I'm in my house alone. I turn on the internet, see a couple posts, and I can feel just so much overwhelming emotion and positivity and love and that's and I'm not by myself, but I can still feel it.
oh yeah, me too. I'm alone all the time. Actually, I have two roommates. And they're not very good roommates. So it's just me, myself, and I, all three of us. But yeah,
Well,
just me, myself, and I.
but
What
you
do you think?
still
But your
you're
wife's
still
coming back. Your wife's coming back. Then you'll be able to have someone to play Parcheesi with.
yeah, I don't play Parcheesi.
No,
I don't know.
see that's what
we
I.
have dominoes. We have dominoes. We have Scrabble, and I have like 3 or 4 Monopoly games we've never opened.
Okay,
But mostly dominoes and Scrabble. Those are the when we play games. Those are the ones that we play.
that's cool. I so I hope I do find someone that likes to play games. But the few times I was on these stupid dating sites, because I'm a game designer. I like to design games and play them, right? But every profile I read, it's like all these women. I don't like playing games. I don't want to play games. I don't want to play games. They all said it.
They
So
all lie. That's all they do is play games. They play games with your money.
no,
They
I
play games
mean,
with
I'm going to
emotions.
play a real game. You know.
It's communication. It's just a communication. You didn't communicate your desire or agenda with, conflicted with theirs.
Well, no,
Same term.
I was trying to make a joke there, but um, I want to play games like a real board game. But these women, they all say they don't want people who play games. That they don't want to play games, but
So I was right.
it's a joke. It was a joke. I know. That's why I need the laugh track. That'll help a lot. That'll help a lot. Up three is in the house. Welcome to the program. Up three. Yeah.
And Jared showed up.
Ed.
Jared Lehane says Parmesan cheesy is good on his pizza.
Yeah, Parcheesi is a lot like Sorry, right?
I used to love playing Sorry. I really enjoyed that game as a kid.
Yeah. And Aggravation. Aggravation is a lot like Parcheesi. I loved that game. You play with marbles. Another game is kind of cool is Mealborn. It's a French card game about racing, car racing. Twitch is your salvation, Aaron. Oh, yeah? Twitch? At the Bedrock Twitch or the Twitch place where you put videos? Yeah, I belong to Twitch, but the only reason I belonged was because Red Pill was on there. Then they kicked him off. So I'm not.
And I quit using Twitch at the same time.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, what?
My guy's not there. My news guy's not there. So why would I? Yeah.
I don't know why I'm still on YouTube, but I think it's just the ease of use and the community that's still here. I spend more time on Rumble these days than I do YouTube, but
I can't wait to get back on Rumble. I can't upload and I can't even see a Rumble video on this old computer. So,
well, to be honest, I don't think I even found a chat for Rumble yet.
Yeah.
I catch a few things live. Normally the Trump rallies live. But it's like, Red Pill and we know, and everybody else, it's never live. I never catch them live. I catch you live.
Okay.
Thanks to Mud Rabbit and my wife, and just happen to click on YouTube right when you come on or half hour after. So
cool.
But
yeah, I like YouTube. I mean, I would like to be on other platforms. As soon as I get my new computer, I'll be able to do that. And Red Pill's sending me a what you call it, a screen, a display. What do you call it? Monitor.
Oh,
so I might be looking at getting one of those Mac Minis. But if I do that, I'll have to get a microphone and all these other things, a camera. But if I get an iMac, it's all built right in. So,
the Walmart's got. Well, I mean, it's a Mac though, so I don't know. I mean, if it was a PC, you could get a $29 or $19 camera microphone kit.
I don't want a PC. I've owned one before, and they're not. I can't do anything with them. I can't do artwork with them, so, or at least I haven't been able to. But what happened to that picture? I had a picture of that. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I can't believe. Well, I'm so happy Q is back. Wow.
That's a shock to me. I thought Q was done with. You know,
I
it
thought
was something
too.
to, I thought Q was supposed to put us all on a path, paint a picture for us, lots of decoding in that. And it was amazing. And a lot of, you know, and it changed the nation. It really did. It woke up so many people. And, I was just shocked because I was red pilling myself before Q came out. And then Q verified all my research.
Okay.
And, then I was stuck for the past 5 years in frustration mode, or 4 years in frustration mode. It's like, well, we've got the evidence. Why aren't we doing anything? And then, of course, it's the corruption all the way down to the town level, the Supreme Court, everything is just messed up. So it took time to wake enough people up to fill these positions. I was really expecting just knock the nonsense off, military come in, take over, take control of all the media, blah blah blah, explain the corruption to the people, you know, put all the evidence out there for the world to see, and then we just bam, short time, short time of people being upset and wondering WTF, and then after the tribunals, everything goes, back to 1776. That's what I expected. I really did. But as time has gone on, it's realizing that, it is the long game. Everything's a much slower process. Now, of course, after this week, it looks like everything's going to be speeding up quite drastically. Hopefully. Good God, hopefully.
Yeah. I took that number off that last post and I pumped it into DuckDuckGo. And well, I wonder if I have it up here. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah,
Well,
I did. Here it is. This is it. It's 16504957. Check this out. This is interesting. Okay. So Eric dressed plain spaghetti strap nylon teddies and bodysuits. I don't think that's it. Certification verification. No. Look at this. Anti-traffic 6 rabbit polyclonal antibody. Look at that.
Well, that's something.
That looks like something.
I got a bandit outside. My
Something
boys
like interferon. Treatment of condylomata acuminata. I can't pronounce that. With pegulated interferon. So there's something here. So digital soldiers dig into this number here, which is right here. 16504,957. Remember those numbers used to lead to book lists and things like that. Oh, Space Odyssey.
Peggy Dancer says STD treatments. Well, that would be from the monkeypox.
Yeah.
There was
monkeypox.
I laughed at the article that they were trying to push the monkeypox, or there was an overwhelming demand for the monkeypox vaccine right before the Pride Day month celebration.
Right.
And they ran out or something, and everybody was upset because,
NIH.gov. This is NIH.gov. Uh-oh. See, it won't let me get to the thing. It's giving me this weird... It's not opening it correctly. Interferon. So I wonder... Let's see. Determine safety and efficacy of a new formulation of interferon. Alpha 2B. Treatment of recombinant CA in patients with HIV infection. Interesting. So, digital soldiers, here's a dig for you, okay? Yeah, we just did it, I guess. But maybe someone with a little bit more expertise than I can do it. And then we can get somewhere. Oh, this is so much fun. I'm loving it.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna just search that trip code real quick.
Yeah, I'm going to bring up that other one and check that. Apparently, there's some more drops too.
Comes up with books, gematria value,
Oh, yeah?
Jersey and yeah.
Books. Awesome.
Let's see. Bookshelf as the trip code. None Dare Call It Conspiracy by Gary Allen. The
Oh,
Exoneration by Keith Wampler. Hot Cup of Joe, a piping hot coloring book. And then, of course, Jewish Gematria equals 2068. English Gematria equals 516. Simple Gematria equals 86. And then Cute, Facebook,
86.
through social.
86. Hey,
Yeah.
Agent 86, that was Get Smart. And we haven't heard from Max. I hope he's okay.
Oh, he called me yesterday.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Max is doing pretty good. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
good.
it wasn't yesterday. I think it was the day before.
Okay.
We talked for about 4 hours, so
Oh, wow.
about the average length of our phone calls.
He's a good talk. He talks really well, yes. He's a very good
Well,
talker.
he's very knowledgeable, and I just the topics just flow from one to the next. So I don't get bored talking to him at all. That's quite entertaining.
So these are the numbers you're punching in? This one right here?
Uh,
165.
Mudrabbit posted it in the chat, and it's actually the right after the Q. It's exclamation point H capital H S1 JQ.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Gotcha.
So you throw that up in your search engine, which you shouldn't use DuckDuckGo or Google. I use the Brave. Mudrabbit says use dogpile.com.
Well, I don't have any space to add anything more. I can't.
Well, you have to erase the Google and the DuckDuckGo and introduce them.
Well,
And
but now, well,
and if you're not using a Brave browser, then you're getting spied on.
fine. Yeah, I'm not a big audiophile on all this kind of stuff, so I don't know. That's great. So it did come up with a book list. That's great. I'll have to do that. Put that in there. I don't know why it won't let me highlight that and copy it. Let's see if I can do that.
Oh, I lost it.
What the heck is going on here? Okay. Yeah.
Kelly
Well,
Q.
Kelly Q, welcome to the program. Oh, dogpile.com is a search engine that can be reached from any browser. Do you have to download anything? Because I don't have any room to download anything. I need to throw away a bunch of stuff. I end up throwing away my own work because what else are you going to throw away? Hours of work. Why not, right?
No.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry. I know you're excited. You said excited, and it hit a bell that
go ahead.
with today's date added up equals 666.
I know it.
Overturning Roe versus Wade, we're using, we're taking back the numbers.
I had the same thought. I had the same exact thought. They wanted to use this for an evil day, but we made it a good day. Yes. That is interesting, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Love it.
I can't wait till we get our rainbow back. That'll be nice.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? And have kids get their childhoods back.
Oh, man. I mean, remember when we were kids?
Mm-hmm.
Get the hell out of the house. I don't want to see you till sunset. I don't care what you do or where you go. Play in the street if you want to. Just don't come back to sunset.
I never heard that. I never heard anything like that, but we just left anyway. I mean, we had our bicycles, so we could go anywhere.
Oh, we had the bikes, played with neighborhood kids, we explored the woods.
You build forts. You build forts. You catch frogs.
Salamanders, and
Yeah, one time I swam on Lake Minnetonka out to this peninsula, this little island. I swam out there in Cook's Bay. Halfway out there, like stuff is hitting it. I don't know if it's like turtles or seaweed or anything. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, I'm all alone. And there's like boats passing me, going back and forth. And oh, I hope they see me. I can swimming. I get to the island. And I'm like, oh, I made it. Yeah. Like, wait a minute. Now I got to swim back.
now you got to swim back.
And I got no buddy system. So I never did that again. That was kind of heralding.
I did that once, except I did it off of Ken Blue Beach in Okinawa, Japan. And I just went snorkeling, got caught up in a rip current. Next thing I knew, I had a hole in my wetsuit. So when body temperature started dropping, I decided to take my head up out of the water and look around. Yeah, there wasn't any land anywhere.
Oh, you told me this story before. Yeah.
And
you ended up going. You found it somehow.
yeah, I ended up at least 10 miles out. I had to take, I went vertical, took off my goggles, threw them about 10, 15 feet in front of me.
Oh,
and, kept my feet down and was just hoping the current would pull me one way or another so I could see what direction the current was pulling me and swim opposite against it. And that's what I did.
Wow.
And it took me about 2.5, 3 hours to get back. And
Wow.
but I couldn't see land, and I mean 360 degrees, nothing.
Oh,
And the day before, they caught the largest great white shark in history off that beach where I was swimming.
Thank goodness they caught it before you went out there.
It still had fresh.
You're like, okay, coast is clear now.
That was the closest point I ever had to having a panic attack. And it came to me because when I had the goggles on, you lose all peripheral vision.
Sure.
And then even if you have peripheral vision, you still can't see what's behind you. So, it was one of the most terrifying moments of my life, I think. Just that realization that, because I saw a massive, massive shadow beneath me. And I looked around, no land in sight, hole in my wetsuit, body temperature's dropping. And if there was a predator near me, I would have no idea it was there until it was too late.
Mm-hmm.
And, so
Well, good thing
don't focus on the negative things and do what you can do. I figured if I swim in the wrong direction, Okinawa's got a few islands around it.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually I would see land. But of course, if not, well, then it doesn't matter.
But you had fins. You had fins on, though, didn't you?
Yes.
That makes a big difference for swimming. I didn't have fins or nothing. But
no, you were freshwater.
Freshwater, so you sink. You don't float. Yeah. So,
yeah, but it's not like a catfish is going to come up and eat you, or a gar. I mean, it have to be a monster.
well, they had snapper turtles that could snap a big log pretty good. I want to say Kelly Q says, I've not been doing well hanging in there. Kelly Q, let's all send our prayers to Kelly Q and so that she feels better. Let's help her to feel the best as she can.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Kelly Q. We're praying for you. We are praying for you.
One thing that could help is look up Jim Humble. He might give you some advice to, make you feel a little bit better. See, I did that without giving medical advice.
There you go.
But research Jim Humble. He's a good man. Helped a lot of people out. Worked for me. Worked for millions of people.
You gotta like the name Humble. That's a pretty cool name.
It's a good name.
Yeah, Humble. Very nice name. Yeah.
My puppy's awfully lovey right now.
Uh-oh.
Why you say lovey? He just looks up at me with these big eyes.
What kind of dog is he?
Doberman Pinscher. Poppy.
Does he pinch you a lot?
His brother does.
Really?
Oh, yes. His brother's a nipper.
Wow. That's cool. How old is he?
2 years old. Almost 3. Oh, today is my anniversary. My 1-year anniversary from purchasing this house.
Oh, purchasing the house. Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
1 year.
Wow.
Time is flying. Time is flying.
That's incredible. 1 year. Let's see. Something happened to me the other day. And I'm going to show you that. Hold on a second. All my files.
This is for Miss Kelly Cute right there.
Okay.
Well,
There it is.
That's the name of the guy right there.
All right. Jim Humble. You see, if my name was Humble, I'd probably start a pie company and call it Humble Pie.
Humble Pie. And for everybody, this is another way if you need to clean up your energy field or your vibration. Tuning the Human Biofield. Great book. And it's you can use tuning forks or crystal bowls or whatnot, but amazing. Just taking the tuning fork, even just one, and hitting it and putting it next to each ear and around your body, it kind of focuses everything. It gets rid of a lot of the static and distortion that we feel every day from different radiations that we're exposed to, like Wi-Fi and whatnot. Anytime I can't think clearly or I'm getting bombarded with a bunch of thoughts, I just go to my tuning forks, clang them up, put 2 different pitches in each different hand, and it's just wave it over your body, and in seconds you feel different. And most of that time, that difference is amazing.
Okay. Interesting. What is going on here?
Well,
all right. Trying to get a hold on me. I'm trying to. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found what I was looking for. Okay, so this happened the other day. Check this out. Share screen. Here we go. Someone decided to do some custom work on my car.
Oh,
How you like them apples? Yeah, lovely, huh?
Oh, they make the other side match it?
No.
No, they're not very good.
The guy comes up to me and says, "I need to talk to you. I heard the crash." I said, "Oh, is it my car?" "Yeah, I hit your car with his truck." So I go over there and he goes, what do you say? I said, "Well, you owe me a new door." "Really? But it still works." "No, dude, you owe me a new door." "Really? But it still works. Look." He opens it up, closes it. Dude, no.
Why are you touching my car again? You already broke it once.
Yeah, I tell you, I don't know I
No
don't know.
insurance?
Are people? You'd have to do. Should I have said something like, "Well, if I would have hit your truck and smashed your door, um, I would owe you a door," and I wouldn't say, "Hey, it still opens. It should be okay. I customized it for you." No, no. So there it is. I'm looking for a door.
Yeah, I was backing out of a parking lot, backed out, put it in drive. Just, I was about to put my foot on the gas, and this sports car from a standstill just gunned it in reverse. I had to raise my arm up just that much, and he slammed into the side of my door.
Oh boy.
I was in an 81 Pontiac. He was in, I guess it was our early 2000 models. His car was totaled.
Wow.
My car had a little dent in it. A little dent in it. He's like, "Do you want to trade insurance cards?" I said, I'll give you mine, but you're at fault. I can knock this dent out myself, so it's not going to cost me anything, but you're going to need a new everything. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
And,
I took a plunger. I took the plunger out, and it didn't work. It's too creased. There's too many creases in it. It's not going to pop out because when it creases, it stretches the metal, and you can't pound that back.
well, I mean, you got his insurance information, right?
Oh, I know where he lives. Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
so you didn't get his insurance card at the scene.
No.
It was one of those things that you just kind of got to do,
Well, I know where he lives. I know exactly where he lives. I know his car, truck. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. So anyway, so that's that. It ought to buff right out anyway, huh?
Well, one thing you can do is what you do is you just take your car to the auto shop, or
I did. It's like 2,600 bucks. 2,600 bucks.
So you've got a written estimate,
Oh yeah,
and
I got
just
that.
send it to your insurance company with his name and address, and they'll contact him.
Right. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the first accident I've been in. I think since I hit deer, and usually when you hit a deer, they're right there, so it's easy to find their wallet to get their insurance information. So I don't need to ask them. But I just think, it's 2022 and there's still large mammals running in front of cars. What the heck? What kind of future is this?
Yeah, but the good news about the whole insurance thing is if you get his, they'll give you a nice rental car while yours is being fixed, as long as it's
Yeah.
a few weeks.
Not my insurance. My insurance.
Not your insurance, his insurance.
Well, I'm not so sure. Well, yeah. Well, the guy who hit my house did not have insurance.
You don't need to file a claim with your insurance company. You need to
No.
file a claim with his insurance company.
Right.
Because he hit you.
Right.
And that way you're not doxxed by your insurance company for filing a claim.
Right.
Which, you don't seem to be the person to be making. When's the last time you made a claim? How many decades?
Never.
Ever?
Well, a deer. The deer I hit like 3 or 4 deer over the years, but not for a long time. I haven't hit one for a long time, but they really should do something. Nature bridges or tunnels, something.
Yeah. See, I mean, you're in. I mean, it doesn't matter how little insurance he has, as long as he has some kind of insurance. The insurance company, should give you a rental car. It'll cover the repair of your vehicle while it's gone, and it's super easy. It's a phone call. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Hey, John Doe hit me last week. Here's the image of my damage. If you know what insurance company he has, then you don't even have to talk to him. You can just go to that insurance company, say, "Hey, John Doe hit me. Here's an image of my vehicle.
Yeah.
This is the date that it happened. I need to file a claim. It'll be done in seconds, in a few minutes, and you're taken care of." You know,
Well, I went and got the quote. I used to work at the dealership, so the guy in the body shop's real based, real cool guy. So it's refreshing to talk to someone like that who's, agreeing with everything that we agree with,
all right, and they're really, I mean, the best thing about him, he's very experienced working with insurance companies.
Oh yeah.
Very.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a
What's
great
up, Matt? Popular demand?
Hey,
Sorry.
BBP. Welcome to the program, dude. Yeah. So that's that. I have another one of these, actually, more than another one. Here is the image I used for the thumbnail for this show. It's um, one of those images that I made from a nebula picture that I did today. So I got a NASA nebula picture and did this process to it to make that design. So that's
Well,
mirror.
it kind of looks like Satan overlooking an angel.
What?
That's overlooking a train.
Hey.
If you look at the two stars on the very top, follow it down, you have a horn,
Okay. All right.
a horn, and then the stars make the shape of Satan's wings.
Or
And then
hands.
you have what's that?
Oh, wings. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
And then the green area looks like a train. And of course, the white one maybe, the angel wings or the light, a top light. It's like,
Okay.
yeah, it looks like eyes.
Here's the eyes right here. Yeah. Well, it's like a Rorschach, right? Yeah, this one had these little, registration lines on it from the NASA photo. So it made it kind of a cool little design as well. But
it's a trip. I love the colors.
when we flip it, oh, it looks like a happy marshmallow guy or a mushroom head guy. Here's his face.
I was thinking
Smile.
oh, okay. Well, if you look above that, it looks like a beetle
Big
or
tummy.
a dinosaur, a fat, chubby dinosaur.
Okay.
You got the eyes with the wide horns and the chubby cheeks, and then even chubbier shoulders underneath his chin.
There you go. Mud Rabbit says that's cool. And Mud Rabbit says also good to have a police report. Yeah. I didn't want to call the police until I had some donuts,
Yeah, unless there's an injury, there's no reason to call the police. It's not
Right.
anything they can do. If there's no injury, there's no crime. And if there's no crime, then their cops don't need to be involved. It's a civil matter.
Yeah. So that's that one. I think that's a pretty cool one. I see a happy face right there. That kind of in between, kind of like the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man or something. That's what I see. But everyone sees something different. Well, let me see. Hold on. Okay, back here. I'm going to zoom in on that thing a little bit. Yeah, here's the face that I see. Here's the eye, the eye right here and here, and here's the smile.
Oh, you're looking at the darker section of it. Gotcha.
Here's his smile right here, an eye, and here's his head, shaped like this, and a big green belly. That's what I see. That's the amazing thing about this. You can see all kinds of cool things in it.
Kelly Q said she sees the demon with bat wings. The green area looks like a globe with children with their prayer hands.
Oh, yeah, it does. Hey, she's right. That's a good observation. That's interesting. Yeah, you can. I mean, that's the thing about these images. You can look at them for a long time, and then you look away and look back again. You see something you didn't see before.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. The chief. That's what I see at the top.
I never saw that Monsters Inc. thing.
Well, if you can get over the children's screams, it's an interesting story.
Children's screams?
They get their energy from scaring children. So every time a child,
yeah. I did hear the kind of
the
plot of the movie, and I've seen some of the characters. Yeah, I just never. It didn't look like something I was really interested in looking. But yeah, I have.
Kelly
heard-
keeps asking you to flip the image again.
Oh, flip the image again. Okay. All right. Let's see. Go back over here. Up over there. Yeah, and when I get my new computer, I'm gonna have a bigger screen, so I'll be able to do things a lot quicker than I'm able to do now. There you go. So, got to go to lurk mode. Hungry. Okay. Mad Pogue is. He's going to go to lurk mode, and he's going to go to the country hungry. There you go.
Hey, grab me a cup of coffee while you're out.
Yeah.
I think the green looks like a train. I think it looks like a really cool train.
It sort of does, yeah.
Yeah, I tried seeing a building out of it, but it just looks like
Kelly-
a hover
Kelly
train.
Q says, "Do you see children?" I saw children when it was flipped the other way, in the green area in the middle. Now I don't see them. Isn't that weird? So let's. I'm going to zoom in on that. Now I got to go back over here. I got to click 3 things to get back there now. It's like so awkward. Yeah, I don't really see him there. But when it was flipped, I did. So that's dark-haired children. Yeah, it's kind of hard to. I don't see them. I really don't see them. Sometimes other people can't see what you see. Sometimes they can. Sometimes they can't.
Yeah, that's the exact for Monsters Inc. Mike Pena's. You don't need to post it anyway, but I was just letting him know that that's what the screams were about in that story.
Right. That's the dark energy. Yes. Terrible. Terrible. They're just rubbing it in our faces. It's just terrible. We looked, Kelly Q. I'll have to look at that again later. But we got a couple more to look at. In the meantime, we can always go back, rewind, and be kind and rewind. Remember that? Be kind, rewind. Some people will never know that about rewinding.
A lot of people.
Okay, here is just the plain nebula, this other nebula. Beautiful, colorful nebula. Look at that thing.
That is just magnificent. It's beautiful.
It's awesome.
And it has so much depth.
Some of the colors, I guess, are false colors because they use the colors to figure out different materials. So sometimes these colorful images are a computer enhanced, is not really visually what it looks like in space. Maybe not, but that's what I understood anyway. But I took this and then I duplicated it, flipped the duplicator, duplicated one, and then half-toned it, and I got this from that. this from that, and that from this. Here is the first one, I think, from that one. So there it is. Look at that.
Wow, love the crown and the wings. The 5 points on the top circle up there. Of course, you have what looks like an owl at the very top. And then below the owl-looking thing is the first circle has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 long pointed stars or points coming off of it, like a crown. Then you have the shoulders
up here.
Okay, so that would be the owl. Below that, directly below that, the first circle.
This?
That right there. Now, if you look,
Yeah, I see this as a robot head. The whole thing here, a robot head. That's what it looks like to me, or an insectoid. And here's the chest, and the legs, and the arms or wings. And I could make that look like a figure. Looks like he actually has a unit here too. Uh-oh, careful.
a unit.
Step out of the room, kids.
Your mind going there.
I'm trying to see it as an image, and that's what would be there. Maybe it's a cup. Could be a cup. Maybe he's playing rugby. And down here, I don't know what this thing is here.
Could be an owl.
It looks like some kind of mechanical thing. Like red, white, and blue. It's like red, white, and blue. I don't know, like a spaceship or something. But let's flip this baby. Wait,
before you flip it, look at the 2 insectoids on the bottom right corners. In the very bottom right corners, where's the this hand's got to come in. Right down here in the bottom right. Looks like a little head with an antenna and a chest and an arm coming down, and then like a snail or a.
Okay, I sort of see that. Let me see if I can. Right here.
Yeah, right there.
Like there's an antenna going here, and maybe an antenna going there, and like a leg down here, and a snail thing back there. Could be. That could be. Oh, this right here looks like a headhunter from Gilligan's Island. Here's his head. He's wearing some kind of mask. And there's his chest there. He's got like a blue chest.
You just opened up a whole bunch more by scrolling it down.
Yeah.
So now what I thought was a insect, it looks like an arm. You've got 2 arms coming out the sides, and the hand is closing.
Okay.
So that's the thumb, and those are the fingers.
And arm. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a giant arm.
Maybe this is like an Indian feather headdress right here.
Well, it looks like his fingers are closing. Half arced closing.
It's interesting when everyone sees something different. It's kind of cool. It's like a Rorschach, really. But when I first discovered this process, it works with scribbling too. You can scribble something and do the same process and come up with beautiful images from your scribble. And I thought that'd be a good way for a psychologist or a psychiatrist to figure someone out that they have a hard time figuring out, because they're scribbling. It's coming from their subconscious. The doctor could even tell them, look, okay, think about that trauma or your sadness or your happiness, your joy, and just scribble anything. And then do this process until they see something that means something to them, and they could maybe, help themselves out.
Mike says he sees a diamond-headed alien sitting Indian style with a glowing throat chakra.
Cool.
And Mud Rabbit says she can see it. So that's
awesome. Yeah, it's Yeah, this kind of looks like the dog man head right here. Kind of a bright dog man head. A bearded Viking.
Well, you have two faces on the. Well, I guess it would be the same face, just reversed. If you look at the right side of the screen, you can see like the forehead. There's a white line that makes the forehead. So you got a little hair, forehead, a space where the nose would be, another line for his lip or chin. Anyway, it just kind of looks like a head on, or two faces looking in at this angel. Of course, oop, I had a little. So right
Okay,
there, so
guess what I'm going to do now?
flip it.
I'm going to flip it on you. Whoa, it looks so different now. Wow. Look at that.
There's an X.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Hey, X marks the spot. That's where the treasure is, folks, out there in that nebula.
That is beautiful at the very top, right up there. I mean, the whole image is just beautiful, but
Yeah, it's pretty amazing with these.
it's very symmetric. I mean, all the shapes,
Well, it has to be. I mean, by virtue of how it's made, they will always be symmetrical because you're taking the same image, reversing it, and moving it back and forth on the exact same parallel. So you're going to get all kinds of
circles and squares and
very
X's.
cool stuff. Yeah. And symmetry. Symmetry.
I'm very good.
Look at that. Whoa.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. There's that one. Oh, that's a cat?
That's my angel.
Okay. I thought you slipped a mask on for a second there. The cat mask. It's a cat mask.
She's my big, solid black Maine Coon kitty. He just loves me.
The claws grasping at the glowing power ball. Oh, I like that. The power ball. Yeah, I do pay the hope tax. I buy the Powerball. But then I forget to check. I'm like, well, I could be a millionaire, but I'm not going to check today. I'll check tomorrow. We'll see. Oh, you see a blue dog? Dark Brain sees a blue dog.
I see a black cat.
I see a black cat in your arm right there. He's crossing your path. Watch out. Yeah. So obviously you don't believe in the black cat myth, huh?
No.
No? But you
This one would cause me. This one would cause me so much trouble.
Yeah.
Look at those yellow eyes. There
Okay,
you go.
now I'm going to ask you another question. Do you ever walk under a ladder?
I'm a little tall. It'd have to be an awfully big ladder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm 6'2", so
Okay.
taller than most ladders.
I don't know how tall I am. I really don't know how tall I am. Did I tell you that story?
No.
Oh, well, when I was growing up, like as a teenager, I was growing up and I was measuring myself to kind of chart my height because I wanted to be tall, right?
Right.
Everybody wants to be. Well, it's maybe not everybody does, but so I got up to 5'8 3/4, and that was like a plateau. And every time I checked, it was 5'8 3/4. I'm like, darn, I'm not going to stop there, am I? And I got kind of discouraged. I didn't check it for quite a while. And then I don't know if it was several months went by, maybe a year that went by. And I thought, you know what? It's been a while. I'll try it again. I'll measure myself again. So I went to the wall and I put a mark on the wall where the head was. And I took a tape measure. I measured it. Wow, 5'11". Wow, I'm 5'11". Wow, 5'11". That's so cool. Wait a minute. That can't be. I must have made a mistake. I better check again. Whoa, I'm not checking again. I'm not checking again. I'm sticking with that.
You're happy with that one. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
on my license, it says 5'11". So
Nice.
if I ever die, which I plan to live forever, so probably won't happen, but if I ever die, they find my body and they're like, oh, this can't be the right dude. He says he's 5'11" here and this body's only 5'8 3/4". Oh, Dark Brain says Aaron 5'9", 6'1" with the hair.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, then of course it depends on the pencil. You know, if you know, you go like this to measure yourself, and if you point it down, you know, you'll be shorter. But if you point it up, you'll be just a little bit taller.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's probably what I did. Although I was very careful to keep it, very level. So I don't know. But I think I did make a mistake, but I consciously did not want to double check it because I was happy with the result and I was going to run with it and never tell anybody. But there I go. I've mentioned it a couple times in the show, so the secret's out. Now people are going to know how tall I am.
5'11".
5'11", yeah.
5'11".
That's what I'm going with. Now, Elvis Presley had two heights. He had a Hollywood height and an Army height. They were different.
Oh yeah.
I think he was, I think in Hollywood he was 6 foot. And I'm not sure what he was in the Army. He was a little shorter. And we got Norma Williams. Welcome to the program, Norma. Good to see you here. Awesome. Yeah. Wow. Well, let's see if I have one more of these things to show you here. And then we might be wrapping it up, folks. It's already been 2:22, 2 hours and 22 minutes and 44 seconds. Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, we haven't seen Norma Williams in a long time. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you back.
Very glad. Here's another one. I don't think I showed this one yet.
Whoa, that's just a massive alien head.
It's made from one of those same nebulas that I showed you. But yeah, look at that thing. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, if I ever seen one.
I'll find that one. Here it is. You know what I think it looks like? It looks like a close-up of a face. Here's an eye, and here's an eye. Here's the nose. Here's the forehead up here. So the whole thing is a face, like a close-up, like some beady-eyed creature.
All right, look at the white eyes. So you got
Like this?
Right, that eye. No, not that little star, but the whole circle on the right-hand side. That's
right
above that. No, above that. up and to the left of that.
Here?
That eye and the other eye.
Okay.
You do your big giant bug eyes. Then the
There you
yellow above it is the head, and
Uh-huh.
the green underneath it, and the orange and yellow snout.
Okay.
Bug face.
There you go.
Your bug
Man-
head.
A mantis being or something.
Exactly, mantis.
And down here we have a cosmic crab. Here's his two eyes right here, and his pincers are out in front here. He's just hanging out down there, catching the stars in the bottom of the ocean.
Looks like a orange robot head.
Yeah.
One of the drones. from a Disney show or something.
Hey, wait a minute. I think I see something here. We'll have to fuzz this out a bit. Let's get a little more. Looks like there's a figure right here.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know what it is. Maybe that
Doll.
has wings. See? Here's a wing here and here.
Oh yeah, definitely see the wings.
And he's standing on this glowing thing here.
Robot head.
Yeah. Ooh, this looks almost like a sloth head with teeth.
I was gonna say I see the bat, giant bat
Okay.
outline of the bat ears.
The ears, yeah. There you go. Yeah, you can see a multitude of stuff in this kind of thing. You know? Whoa.
It's like a castle and a globe. No, that's another alien head.
Yeah, this looks like a head right here. There's a
It's
lot.
a head within it.
But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to freak everybody out and tilt it already. Switch it. Wow, this looks like an Ewok on the top now praying. He's got his hands together.
Okay.
And he's got ears. Maybe it's like, what's his name? One of the Muppets.
I have to unsee everything I've already seen. In a second.
Hey, there's a cross down here. Check it out. I'll zoom in on that. That's interesting. I think it could be a cross
Oh, absolutely.
here. Yeah. Interesting.
Zoom in what's right above it. Right there. Stop. Zoom in right there where your mouse is.
Okay.
Yeah, that section right in there.
Yeah. Pretty weird looking. What do you see?
Well, it looks like I wanted to say a small building and a globe, but I don't know. It kind of looks like an X coming out of it. Could be a portal with a doorway below it, above the cross. So you got the cross, a doorway, and then this portal. There you go. Yeah, darken it up. Oh, yeah, definitely darken it up. That was cool.
Okay.
You know, a little darker.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
Right. There you go. Now you can see the building, or what I call a building or a portal, right at that X with the wings coming down. Of course, now I'm looking at it. Looks like a dragon's face blowing smoke out of its nostrils.
Okay.
You got the two eyes. Oh, there you go.
Sorry. I'm just looking all over the place here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it looks a lot different now that it's darkened up. The whole thing looks different. It's quite interesting. I like this stuff. Oh, look at these dancing mooses down here. 2 of them. Dancing symmetrical mooses.
That's funny.
Yeah. And now we flip back to original. Boom. It's a little bit, yeah, it does need to be darker, doesn't it? I don't think it's too red. So you gotta take some of the color out.
I see a cow with a bong.
Oh, no. Cowabunga.
Cowabunga! Too much California influence in Florida these days.
Yeah. Cowabunga. Cowabunga.
Well, that's great. Well, Aaron, thank you for having me on your show, brother. I love you. Appreciate
You're
the
welcome.
opportunity to say hi and tell everybody I love you.
Thanks for coming by. We love you too, Carl. our best to your wife and her folks too. I hope they get all moved in really nicely, and she comes back and she can play some, break open those Monopoly boxes and get going.
Oh yeah, get some painting done.
Yeah, painting. Don't forget to sign it.
Absolutely. All right, love you guys. Good to see you. Thank you, Aaron.
Okay. Peace in.
Catch you Monday.
All right. Groovy.
Monday. That's your next show, right?
Yep. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on the 6th is going to be Alfred Lambermont Weber. So, big interview.
Alfred
Lambermont Weber. He was the guy who wrote the book Exopolitics about government and law in space with aliens that Andrew Basiago edited. And he was shown that book back in the 70s. He said, hey, son, look, here's a book you're going to edit in the 2000s.
Huh.
And so when Andrew met Alfred, he said, hey, I know exactly what the book is supposed to look like, what the fonts are and everything, because I saw it. So
well, that'll be an interesting show. I'll make sure.
Yeah. He's got a new book out called Chronogarchy, where he talks about an oligarchy that has the quantum access so they can see probable futures, so they can plan and increase their role as rulers of the planet by doing all that. So yeah,
overlords, gotta love it.
Yeah, Chronogarchy, and he dedicated the book to Andrew Basiago, and Andrew is a big part in that book. So, and this book is going to be like a precursor to Andrew's book when it comes out. So, it should be really, really good. He's a great guy. He really started the whole exopolitics movement with that book. So there you go.
Well, I've been hearing a lot about more out of this world. I mean, like the quantum financial system we're supposed to go into is supposed to be the same system that's used throughout the galaxy. And I think that's going to be fascinating if
We'll have to see.
That ever takes place.
When is the Weber interview? It's on the 6th of July. 6th of July. 6th of July. So that'll
awesome.
Be
awesome.
Looking forward to it. And we're also trying to get Giovanna Pata on, but I need to find an Italian to American and English to Italian translator. Then we can have her on too. She's an experienced.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Love you guys. Love you, Aaron.
See you later. All right, folks. We did it again. Episode 198. 198. I want to thank Combat Carl for calling in, Dark Brain Mud Rabbit, and Kathy Weiss for modulating awesomely. Wednesday, July 6th. Yes, thank you. That's when it is. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's it. And you're going to want to be here for that because we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is where you'll find us right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. So keep your cameras and your phones trained to the sky so you can take a picture of that UFO and call into the Truth Quest and talk about it. Until then, peace in. There, I had to type something too. Peace in. Roe v. Wade was overturned. Woohoo! Peace in.